Today I'm going to be talking about this Arabian perfume that is called Pink Shimmer Secret by Maison Alhambra. In this one, pay attention to the bottle. Does it remind you of something else? Well, if it reminds you of Bombshell by Victoria's Secret, you had the right idea. This one is actually a very good dupe for Bombshell, and I have my sample right here with me. If you're wondering how similar they are, well, let me tell you, when I was trying both of them side by side, to me they kind of crash. Like, if I have to give you a number, I would say 99% similar, because they are very close to each other, very close. There is a few things that I think you want to know, but I just tell you straightforward, they are quite similar. So let's begin with what is it that I get in this one. So this perfume is a floral, fruity perfume. When it comes to the flowers, they are not very strong, but they are there, and it's not like I can, you know, like if I spray it, I can say, oh, this is rose, or this is jasmine, or this is whatever flower. No, it's not like I can pick a flower. No, it's more of a combined smell of flowers. But like I said, the flower smell is not that strong. The strongest thing in this perfume is the fruits. This is a floral, fruity perfume, but the fruits are really present in this one, and I like that. It smells pretty good. It's also sweet. Now, when it comes to the fruits, the fruit that I smell the most is the pineapple. I also smell some passion fruit and some like a raspberry, strawberry type of smell, but they are all really well combined. To be honest with you, this perfume is well mixed. They make it, in my opinion, in a way that when you spray it, even so you detect this note and the other note, the notes, they are well mixed, they are well combined. But like I was saying, when it comes to the fruits, to me the pineapple is the one that comes across the strongest on my skin. And it's a sweet perfume. It comes across very clean, very fresh. I think this perfume is very nice to wear in summer or when it's hot outside. And even so, it is a clean, fresh, you know, those type of vibe of perfume. Is not your typical boring because to me, to be honest with you, clean perfumes, fresh perfumes are kind of boring ones. Not all of them, but most of them, to me, that's how I feel about them. But this one is not that way. This one is flirty. I wouldn't say it's a sexy perfume, but I will call it flirty. It's very flirty, kind of like, oh, okay, look at me, let's have fun type of thing, you know. It's a nice aroma, and like I was saying, it's sweet. It's not overly sweet, but it is a sweet perfume, and it's nice. It's a pretty aroma. It's, I think, very this one, Victoria's Secret Bombshell, I think is a very famous perfume, and I think for a while a lot of girls wore this perfume. You know, for a while I remember it's pretty much everybody smelling like this for a really long time too. So anyway, I think this one is a good perfume that it smells pretty nice, and in my opinion, back in the time, it was quite famous. So how do they compare to each other? Here in Bombshell, I get the same thing. Floral, fruity. The fruits are stronger compared to the flower part of the perfume. It's a sweet perfume. It smells very nice, pretty, clean, fresh. All that together. Flirty and all that. But what are the difference between those two? Where here, it projects stronger. This one projects a little lighter. Not too much, but it does project a little lighter. And also this one, to me, comes across a little bit, just a tiny bit sweeter compared to this one. But like I was saying in the beginning, those two are quite similar. Now, there is one thing that I do have to mention about this one. This one, when I first sprayed it, every single time I did get a little of alcoholic smell going on in the opening, just in the opening. Once the opening went away, the dry down was just beautiful as this one. Versus here in the opening and during the whole life of the perfume, I don't get any alcoholic synthetic smell or nothing like that at all with this one, with Bombshell. But with this one, yeah, I do get it, but it goes away, and it goes away fast. It doesn't take long on my skin. When I was trying it on, that opening, you know, that little smell like alcoholic like smell or synthetic smell, for me it was about 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe at the really most, because it didn't really last long, but I did notice it every single time that I tried that perfume. Now when it comes to duration, this one lasts longer on my skin compared to this one. This one is around 6 hours versus this one I get around 8 hours, but I do get to the 8 hours with this one versus this one. No, but the projection, when it comes to projection, this one is lighter, not too lighter, but lighter compared to this one. But this one, the projection is not too strong either. I will say, I mean, it's stronger compared to this one, but it's not a strong, super perfume that fumigates, that you spray it and everybody smells it super strong and you're fumigating the whole room. No, the projection is a good projection, but it's not like super strong either, so don't get me wrong. And this one, like I was saying, is a little lighter projection compared to this one, and this one is a little sweeter, just a tiny bit sweeter compared to now, this one. Now, do I think it's worth buying this one compared to this one right here? Yes. To me, in my opinion, yes. Even so, it does have that alcoholic synthetic smell in the opening, but it doesn't last long, so keep that in mind. I think it's worth it because it does smell very similar, like really similar to Bombshell. I was surprised because I couldn't believe it how similar it is to Bombshell. And it smells nice, it smells pretty. If you like Bombshell and you think, well, I like it, but it's a little too much for me right now, I think this one is a good alternative. And like I say, the duration in this one is longer, at least on my skin. In your skin might be different, you know, because everybody's a little different when it comes to that. But I think this one is a goodie. Now, when to wear something like this? I think this is perfect for simple situations, you know, just going to school, going to work, things like that. I don't see this perfume or this one, to be honest with you, I don't see them as something elegant. I think they are flirty and they are, you know, kind of like alluring and all that, but to a certain extent, I don't see this is the type of perfume that you can wear to something very elegant, very fancy or nothing like that. I think even so, it's a nice perfume, it's a nice aroma. I think it's an aroma that is, in my opinion, because other people might think different, but in my opinion, I think it's a simple aroma. Plus, it's fruity, mainly fruity. It has the floral touches here and there that are, you know, that I do smell when putting it on. But like I say, it's mainly fruity to me. And to me, fruity perfumes, they always come across like everyday type of aroma. Very few times I find a fruity perfume that is very elegant and sophisticated. Very few times. In this one, I don't see it like that. But it does smell nice. It does have that clean vibe. So you have, you know, breakfast with your friends, or you are gonna go have a nice day in a pretty summer day, pretty sunny morning. I think this is something nice, something pretty to wear, something that it's nice. It's a nice aroma, but I just don't see it as something elegant. Another beautiful fruity perfume is this one that is called Have Fun, you know, Have Fun, and it's by the brand La Rive. Affordable, if you want to call it that way, instead of cheap. But anyway, this is a nice perfume. It's very pretty. The fruity aroma here is really nice. I think it's super well done. And I already make a video talking about this fragrance, and I'm going to put the video next. So if you're interested, you can just click and go watch it. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Bye.